Hi everyone, welcome back again to my channel. I just want to show you something very, very important because for the past few weeks now, I think 1 week plus, if I'm not mistaken, so Akparawa has been busy on social media posting something, against PM, posting one or two things. Some of the posts you see him blaming the other Biafrans for what they're doing on social media, which is okay. Complaining about Chiamaka Jere, Mazakwa, complaining about everybody, right? Apart from his group and the Ogenkere. Now he has graduated from that to calling PM out like he normally do. This is not the first time. That's why the title says that he has resumed the attack on PM. In case if you have forgotten, some time ago, last year, he read something that shocked everybody. And after that presentation that he made, not him alone, but he represented some certain people, of course, all the people, the men fallback team. He represented them, but before then, they are no longer together with Imam Adabo group and Chomo Koma's group. Remember, at the initial stage when they fall back, they were all in the same camp against USB declared. We saw how the whole thing went. We called it out simply because we actually have privilege to know. We are privileged to know what PM and Biafrans actually meant when they said self-referendum and the plan they had for Biafran redeclaration of Biafra and the targets that pushed people to report PM and force from different angle. People begin to call embassy. Remember the era of calling embassy, a Finnish embassy, Chidewaya of this world, and many of them started reporting and calling for an assistant to make sure that PM is being taken away for Biafra not to be redeclared. Then during the redeclaration of Biafra, they were all there in Finland. Some of them attended through Zoom. We saw everything on social media as a spectator. We watch. We are not part like the government, but we saw it, what happened, and we were able to connect it to the previous meeting they had on social media and everything, that how the whole thing happened. Then we begin to call it out and say, look, this is not the original plan of PM and all that. But they chose to fall back, reason best known to them. As they fall back, they claim that the reason is because, one, DPM dissolved the cabinet. Two, that there's nothing like surrogate. And again, in fact, one crazy stuff that she stopped fundraising to BLA. So they keep on giving excuses. And another one is that she refused to include, or that Biafran refused to add success worker who they claim to be PA to PM in the list. Today, that PA to PM has denied PM himself for no just reason, without even hearing from PM himself. So all the initial lies told, to Biafrans is now very clear that that lie is not yielding any fruit. So they dish out the memo back then. I don't want to take your time. That's why I have to cut it off, because there's so many things that happened that I don't want to go into now. Just like he's putting some crazy posts on social media, which I'm not going to present everything for you now. But I want to hit the point and leave you on that. Before I go further, I want to encourage you to like the video, share it on any platform of your choice, and put your comment. Let me know what you think about what the video is all about. All right. So here is the memo. In case you have forgotten, here is the memo that they made against PM to validate their presence and their existence, with the fallback, their intention and everything. And mind you, reason why this man is, said what he said here is simple. It was agreement between the fallback group and Ogenkere that after some certain months, also after some period of time, that Ogenkere will become their leader. It was the agreement, and all of a sudden, those who reached this agreement with him, with Ogenkere, refused to honor it anymore, because Ogenkere also, showed them his own personal criminal activities on how he changed the document and everything. But that is not the reason why they ran away. The reason why they separated from each other was because of money. Money that they were anticipating to make from suing Biafrans, most especially USB and DPM, Dr. Abeze. You remember the video that Oge made some time ago where he was calling Biafran, see your enemy, this your enemy, this your enemy. That video, I've reposted it 2 times here, and I'm not allowed to repost it again. I would have just promised you that I will post it again. But nevertheless, let's go through this document before I now bring to you his current post that pushed me to go back to remind you what they have done in the past that warrant this kind of insult. And this insult is not just the first time, it's just continuation, or they have resumed the attack again like they normally do from time to time. So look at this place. Brigade Republic Government, that's Biafran Republic Government in Neza headquarters, Ministry of Information, Media and Communications. Beginning of the year that he knew of Miss Orabeze's wrongdoings and affairs, he said, beginning of the year that he knew of Miss Orabeze's wrongdoings and affirmed that Miss Orabeze is not working for Biafra. Interest is not working for Biafra interest. That beginning of the year, PM no. Okay? He knows that DPM is not working for Biafra interest. That is the same misinformation that have been coming from Finland since day one. Whether PM said it or not, things are not getting more clear to PM. So I'm not here to tell you that he did not say that he did. He said that because it's just a rumor. We didn't hear it from PM. Then again, he said here, and at the time, he encouraged Brigade officials to take action against Ms. Orabeze. Okay? Earlier in 2025, Ms. Ekpa, that Mr. Ekpa, not Ms. Ekpa, Mr. Ekpa sent a message to Ms. Orabeze to disappear from social media, especially Twitter, otherwise known as X, because of what she was posting on social media with his name. It says signature of officials letterheaders with his name, with signatures of official letterheaders like this one they put here, logo and all this, okay? And faking of his official stamps, which will implicate him in his ongoing case in Finland. They always want to use this to intimidate you, to make you to start saying, oh, it's true, you know. Mr. Ekpa had also dissolved Ms. Orabeze's group when he realized her misconduct. Okay? That Ms. Ekpa dissolved Ms. Orabeze's. What is Ms. Orabeze's group that this guy is talking about? USB declared. Now, we're getting USB declared that he dissolved it. He said he rejected it and he called it group. He said that this happened when he realized misconduct. When he realized misconduct, that her misconduct. As such, Mr. Ekpa has either been, as such, Mr. Ekpa has either been playing a double game or is incoherently contradicting himself or deceiving Biafrans. This memo or this write-up will go a very long way to help you to understand why we are shouting, why we are, picking these lies out for you to know. He said again, Mr. Ekpa learning that the breakaway groups were collapsing under the weight of litigation and Brigade regaining momentum after the chaos of the past year, became restful and has engaged in a desperate ploy to save desperate play to save Ms. Orabeze in order to have her reignite chaos in the Biafra movement. Mr. Ekpa is working against Brigide's lawsuit and assisting Ms. Orabeze. He said, a widely loaded figure whose purpose is to ridicule the Biafra movement with her absurd and unserious behavior, has committed political suicide. Mr. Ekpa, in the estimation of many Biafrans, is this one action. In this one action, Mr. Ekpa, in the estimation of many Biafrans, in this one action, has completely disappointed Biafrans by changing the goalposts because it involves Orabeze. It involves Ngozi Orabeze. Though he has knowledge of all sabotages of this particular woman, Mr. Ekpa's sabotage is both disgraceful and despicable. And Biafrans are starting to wonder if Mr. Ekpa is putting his personal interest and Miss Orabeze over that of Biafra. Underline this personal interest and Orabeze over Biafrans. Remember somebody some time ago, I don't want to call names, made a voice note and said that Ekpa, okay, that Miss Orabeze, that's the PM, used perfume. Some said that she's the kind of girlfriend they're having an affair with the PM, that she's having an affair with the PM. That was why what name of this woman, Madam Azoka, was dethroned to promote Orabeze. Somebody said something like that. Listen, don't push me to go there, okay? The only thing I want you to understand about the whole thing is that the insult did not start today, and this kind of crazy mentality and reasoning is not something that is new. Do you understand? Listen, in the best case scenario, Mr. Ekpa's drains and erratic action are a result of being erratic action. The drains and erratic actions are a result of being under pressure by the Finnish authorities, pressure of a trial, his own personal interest. Can you imagine? During the appeal of his conviction and mental instability, like Elias have told them many times, non-composed mentis, or in the worst case scenario, Mr. Ekpa purposely betraying Briggy due to selfish and egomaniacal reasons. That's too proud and pompous and all that. Egomaniacal reason. In either case, Mr. Ekpa's suitability as a leader and loyalty to Briggy and the Biafra movement is now in question. Briggy wished to ask Mr. Ekpa to show us any evidences of progress that Miss Orabeze has achieved for Biafran people since after conviction. So not Miss Orabeze sabotaged the Biafran Defense Forces, BDF, including brandished them criminals and fraudulent. Miss Orabeze sabotaged the IOU loan, telling them that IOU loan is not a scam. Mr. Ekpa with either cabinet, Mr. Ekpa with either cabinet of Brigade, including same Miss Orabeze, had guaranteed Biafrans of their IOU loan, hoping to be rewarded accordingly when Biafran is fully achieved. And now, seeing Ekpa supporting Miss Orabeze on labeling it a scam is questionable. Miss Orabeze hijacked Biafran database website with all Biafran citizens database, and now they are now illegally or auctioning the database for over one. All these stories is just he refused to say the truth and what happened and everything. You see the level of insult and cut and join story that this guy dropped here. Everything here is not true, you know. But guess what? He didn't stop there. No, he did not stop there. He actually went on by, saying another thing that is actually more, bad. The insult, the negligences, and everything is 100% in top gear. In top gear, my people. Now, I want to show you something again. Okay, first and first, let me show you this because there's a tweet that he made. He tweeted something. I don't know if today or tomorrow, or today or yesterday, I don't know. Let me see. I think yesterday. Let me see the date. Let me see if I can get hold of that. Because he says something that is actually funny. Very, very funny. Just a moment. As you can see here on your screen, so now Akparawa made this 19 hours ago as of time of recording this video. Hear what he said, like I told you. He said here, this is just one out of many posts that his recent post. But why I have to go back to that memo is to remind you when the whole thing, changed. And ever since that they released that memo, they don't regard or call PM anymore. But that's a story for another day because it's no longer new to you. He said, why is the Amazonian past leader in prison, Chiayaba, not trying to lead, destroy, nor command the Amazonian people from prison like Nnamdi and Samuel Ekpa are doing, thereby creating different factional groups with different responsibilities, all against each other? He's asking a question. He said he tagged this to Sokoto, CRC, BGC, 100 men, USB charger, all this, and forget about these guys. They don't even understand the reason why people are tagging people. Nobody built this name that he's dropping here. But he said to sue Biafran ETC, to sue Biafran ETC, all this group created by these people. Now let me you see, just underline the word sue. The reason why this guy, remember, the reason why they put the first memo is that PM stopped Biafran from suing Biafran. That PM stopped them from suing USB government and stopped suing Dr. Abeze. That's why he said that they stopped them because PM stopped them because PM want to favor DP man because of PM's selfish interest according to him. Now that the people that join hand with them, with Akparawa and Imam Ogenkere to sue Biafrans then, who happen to be Bryce Nokoma Chobokoma, are now the one directly suing Ogenkere and Akparawa and their camp. Akparawa started crying that how can you be suing us? But he was crying before. Why don't you allow us to sue them? You can see because he mentioned interest. These are he was trying to. They are trying to protect their own interests, but why doing so undermining the other people as well? Now that they stopped them from suing their friends, he's now crying that they are not suing them without verifying if through the PM actually advised them, told Chobo Koma and Bryce Nokoma to sue them. Maybe they know that PM hands is not in this. But they have to drag PM to that so that because the agenda now is to make PM look bad. That's the tactics. PM stopped them from suing the USB government and DPM. Now, Chomo Koma, who supported them to sue DPM and Biafrans then, are now suing them, hiding under PM. PM may not know this. And when they notice that, when Biafran noticed that they are suing it themselves, DPM raised alarm and called it off. I said, don't do that. The PM doesn't know this anything at all. What do? They now turn around and said that PM is the problem, but they don't give flower to DPM for saying stopping those that are suing them. Mazakwa and the Chobo Koma group now say, oh, that both of Ogenkere and DPM is the same. They are the same. That's why DPM is fighting for them not to sue, Imam Adab. Now, the bone of contention is that the comparison that this guy is making here, comparing the activities so far with that of Ambazana, is an act of criminality on its own, because he should know, I don't need to tell him, that everything that Ambazana have done after the arrest of their leader is 100% totally different from what they themselves did after the arrest of PM. Ambazonian leader was arrested and their COS retained the leadership position, which I made a video then and talk about it here many times, that how come you guys are not trying to emulate from Ambazonian? Because Ambazonian COS emerged as the leader. I don't know what is going on then. I don't know if he sits there or not, but during the time that Akparawa was arrested, the Ambazonian COS took over. And when you go to their government website, you see the structure. The structure leads to the extent that in a manner that the COS is the one to take over in the absence of their leader. So this guy is now questioning Biafrans and questioning PM and Masamukan. How come they are the one dictating for Biafrans why they're in prison? So, but he refused to ask himself, do you that is outside, do you follow the normal procedure? Who is supposed to be the leader? Is he finance minister? What was your role to set the record straight, to follow due process? You see, he want to join. Blaming people is very, very easy, but following the principle and do things right, the way it's supposed to be done, is another thing. Can he beat his chest and say, yeah, I am proud of myself, we did this, we did that? He cannot do that, because he actually understands that they messed up full time. Now, I wanted to say this because there's a document here. This is a letter from Chuayaba's daughter on Chuayaba's 54, 52 birthday. We're gonna see that. So let me bring it in a very brighter way so that you can see it. So you can see it. I want to make sure that everything is very, very readable. Just a moment, let me share it directly from here so you can now take a look at it, and we're going to go through it together, because everything needs to be exposed so that you are not going to make a mistake or believe that you have one imaginary person that are going to do things right for you. No, you have to start calling a spade and making sure that people are not going to take advantage of what is going on to deceive anybody at all. So what you are seeing before you now is the headline of that letter wrote by Chuayaba's daughter. As you can see now, let's quickly scan through that. The Executive Press Secretary, Ambazonian Aba Government Council, that's the AGOVC, is with Mama Wale and two others followed. So the about one, and I think it's from when they placed the screenshot. He said here, this is 11th August, okay? Daughter of the Commander-in-Chief writes to Ambazonian Government Council and Ambazonia as a whole. He said as a whole on his daddy's birthday. So Oslo, that is Norway, or Oslo, I don't know what they call that. 11th August 2026, dear Ambazonian Government Council, today we visited Daddy on his 54th birthday. It was very lovely seeing him in prison again. He greatly appreciates all the birthday's wishes. He is strong in spirit, mentally, and physically. He asked me to thank you all for the sacrifices, support, and courage, to tell you all to stay strong, and that shaky no day until we reach, I think, I don't know, we reach maybe destination, something like that. Shuri Yaba, daughter to Chuayaba. But this one is here telling you, oh, why are you commanded from prison? So that you allow you manipulators to begin to push yourself as a leader and undermine everything that former leaders have, have in place. They are in prison, they're not dead. There's a limit to everything. Have you done half of what ambassadors are doing? No. They are into very, very strong arm struggle. That's their choice. I'm not here to condemn or to support. I'm just trying to tell you what is obtainable. Okay. What about you? The same you and Ogenkere told BLA to pipe low so that Asano Dogobo boys, special force will be buying Biafrans and then to prove to Biafrans that Ngozi Rebeze don't have any say to BLA, and people died for that decision. I pinned that video on my ex for a reason. Thank you so much, my people. I hope you understand what is going on here. But the attack continued, and they have resumed the attack again on DPM. On PM, like they normally do. Let me know what you think about what Akparawa is doing recently. And I believe most of you have seen his post. There's so many other things, but I don't want the video to be too long. But if need be, we may come back later to touch those ones. See you again and have a wonderful day. God bless you. Day one.